Welcome back to another episode of Dungeon Stars. And now, since the last episode, I've only slightly changed around a bit of my equipment on my heroes, my main heroes. So for the assassin, I basically equipped this brutal bite. I thought I'd try it out because I never tried it in my first playthrough, but it gives the same amount of crit chance, but it's boosted crit chance when attacking stunned enemies. Since I'm basically going to be 30% critting somebody, it would be nice for if you're trying to get that stun lock on an enemies, or even a boss. It'd be nice to get that. This would give it an increased chance. I believe it would give me an increased chance of stunning someone. So when the crit launches and it stuns the enemy while they're stunned, and as well as having the 30% crit chance, there's also this that will it'll boost that as well. So I'd get even more chance of getting a critical hit during stun attacks. So it'd be nice to see how that works out. Oh, that's all I changed for him. For the Mad Rabbi, I equipped him with the Fire Mantle, where if I get blocked enough, a vaporous aura will come out, like the 4 slam attacks I do. That it sends out that massive ice wave, like this thing. And I don't think I changed anything for him. Now I'm going to be saving my promotion materials for the heroes that I'm actually my favourite heroes that I'm actually willing to use it on, because I plan on using them the most. I because of the purple star dungeons, if you're doing a big dungeon like this, it'd be nice to have a backup team to take out the purple dungeons as you're going through these dungeons. So once I get that, I can't remember who I used for my backup guys. I think I'll know them once I see them. Yeah, once I see them, I'll remember which heroes I used. But let's carry on with the campaign, shall we? Looking for loot in the vault. You like loot? The star knows where some of the treasures of Starhome were locked away. Unfortunately, the halls are now overrun with goblins. Shouldn't be too much trouble for a sword swinging, skull busting heroes. That's right, it'll be no problem with us. Oh, I heard that noise, that that like boom. I heard that in the I think first episode. I'm not sure what that is, but it's definitely not supposed to make that noise. Must just be a sound glitch. It's nice now I found that out though. Let's start, shall we? Oh, turn down my headset a bit. There we go. I'm a good level now, so taking these guys out is becoming no problem. Oh. Probably should have used my X ability a bit more during that, but it went well. Blue boss. You know, I probably should mention this. There are like different kind of speeds when tapping the left mouse button. Like if you really rapidly press it, it will swing a lot faster. But if you're like just tapping it slowly, it will still swing faster. It's just it won't do the max speed you can do. That's also a nice thing you can do. When using your X attack, you can hold to block, and it will still block. If you use your it only seems to work with your X attacks, but if you're doing that lunging attack and you hold block, it'll actually even though the animation won't show it, if an enemy hits you, it will count as the block damage. So it's a nice little thing to know. Oh, so that didn't hit. Yeah, you may have noticed that when the big ogres swing the hammer in the air, like they'll lift it up to do a slam attack, but then they'll like wave it in the air for like a second. They'll like spin it a bit. That means they're coming down to do a crit slam attack, a stunning attack. Basically, they're spinning it to give it more power, and it's gonna crit you. It will crit you and stun you. So you got to be wary of those more than the normal slams they do. Okay, there's the element. Oh, yeah, that's also a bug where or I'm not sure if it was intended or not, but if you use your like fire bomb, or well mainly it's just mainly with the fire bombs, with the bombs, if you're launching a bomb attack and it hits a fallen enemy, or like a flying enemy that's falling down, it will catch on the body. Kind of sucks at times, but you got to be wary of that, just in case. Would be nice to get a blue pet soon. Nice bit of healing. Nice. Another vaporous aura equipment. Getting all the heals on this floor. Alright. That was nice and easy. Rescue and recruit another hero. This star has found a hero deep in the overrun corridors of Starhome. These goblin rabble rabble? I haven't had that word before. Seem more disciplined than usual. It could be signs that bigger leaders are present. Oh yes, speaking of bigger bosses coming. Alright. Add my finger on the keys a bit differently. Just pressing the wrong key. Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage. That fire is burning. One thing you can do if you're worried about status effects, you can switch to a different. If a hero is burning and you don't want to be taking all this damage, if you switch heroes, the status effects will go away. So when you bring the hero back into the game, he won't have the fire status effect, and it stops hitting the hero, even though the hero is put away. They don't take any damage, so the status effect just goes away. So that's nice. Oh, so hoping that would get him. Also, as your character, the higher level your character is, the more powerful your pet will be. If you didn't know that. So if you've got a healing pet, the higher level you are, the more healing the pet will do. Same goes for damage. The higher level your character is, the more damage the damage pets will do. Like this guy, when it shoots out the flaming darts, it will do much more damage. Rage, this will help. Oh, the screen's... not sure what it is, but the screen feels like it's still zoomed out from when I was rage. Maybe it's just me though. Need to use health potion on both. As I've mentioned before, there are actually many builds. My favourite is just the crit build, but there's a rage build, a regeneration, healing build where it'll be very hard for you to die basically, or it depends how well you do. You can't just like look away from the game, but do have to pay attention. But there's a really good healing build where you can put fill your gear slot items with a bunch of regeneration and healing equipment. So when you block, there's a chance to regenerate. When you slam, there's a chance to regenerate. When you get hit, there's a chance to regenerate. You know, and then there's the equipment that increases your health. You know, it's a really great healing build you can do. It's quite. I've not actually. I think I've only ever used the healing build once, so there might be better ways to do it, or there might be different items. But I'll show you my build. when I have all the equipment necessary for the build. Ah, nuts. You see, I got tiny. I didn't realise, but I got hit with the shrinking orb. Yeah, so I didn't want to use my character there against those big guys. They would have done a lot of damage to me. Yeah, so. Alright. Last guy. I'm worried about that one. I should have enough health. Yes. And if the boss, his head is like right near the entrance, most likely you'll be fighting him first of all. Yep, there he is. Yep, there's a stun lock going off. I think my highest stun lock was... I think it was about 12 stuns in a row. It was quite amazing. It was really nice. I was in a really bad situation where all of my good heroes had died and I was at elemental disadvantage against a really tough boss. So I just had to hope on the critical hits of my equipment to do enough damage to the boss to like stun him as much as possible for me to kill him. And I got really lucky to where it basically crit the boss until I killed it. Like, because I was at elemental disadvantage, it took quite a while for me to get him. But, I managed to get off like 10, at least 10 crits. Just kept on stun locking the hell out of him. Oh, I should have healed my hero. Ugh, that was not good. Well, I want to get my poison off. Just need to get rid of that Damoga, because, oh yeah, I couldn't attack as much because those, even with the little guy, those big attacks do quite a lot of damage. Ah, that sucks. Didn't think I needed a heal, but I guess I did. Right, we'll try that again. But I won't make you watch through all that again. So I'll continue the video at the last boss where we left off. Alright, well, instead of the last boss, I'm back on the last dungeon floor, so I've got more health. So let's kill him this time. A bit more prepared. Alright, we should have this. Oh, I didn't notice he was spinning his slam attack. Luckily that guy went in front of the ogre, so I could hit him. Who's it gonna be? Ah, the mage, I believe. Mage, yes. Alright, this guy is pretty much like none of my other characters. Especially, this is, I believe I said this on the first episode, but this guy produces a deadly aura which will harm enemies, like the shielding aura on that blue shielding aura. This one will damage enemies, but they can hit me through it. It won't negate any damage they do. And this summons a spiky icicle floors from the ground, but it doesn't. It summons it like, I'd say like a box, like a little box away from the character. He doesn't do it right in front of him. He does it a little bit away from him, and the floor is really quite long, and it does a lot of damage. So it's really nice. But I'm going to have to cut this episode short because I'm getting ready to go on holiday, and I'll be gone for about 10 days, so the videos won't really resume until then. I just thought I'd let you know in case you're wondering where these videos went. But sorry to cut this video short, but I have to go and finish my packing. But I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.